Us Jurassic fans have been blessed in this upcoming year of 2025 with the release of Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3, Jurassic World Evolution 3, and maybe even Jurassic Park Survival. But it seems like the future is even more bright as yet another Jurassic title has just been confirmed. And this time, it is another video game. I know, it's crazy. We go literal decades with minimal video games from this franchise, and now suddenly we get so many in one go. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm loving it. And I think you guys are going to love it too. After all, I think it's long overdue for this franchise to start venturing into the video game market just a little more. So ladies and gents, I am sure you're all eager to learn of this information. Well, just before we do that, we're still targeting a total of $4,000 by the end of the month to raise funds for those struggling children in Palestine and the rest of the Middle East right now. Despite an agreed ceasefire, children are still being targeted in this region, and it is just simply not right. Even as little as a singular dollar goes a long way to help a life in need. I am so impressed with the sheer humanity that my community has shown by raising this much already. So thank you so much. And remember that together, we are stronger. And together, we can save a life. Thank you. But for now, let's get into the latest information we have for a new Jurassic World video game. So, as we know with the Jurassic franchise, unfortunately, nothing is straightforward or to the point. Leaks happen so often. Even Jurassic Park Survival, for example. Whilst it was announced in the back end of 2023, we knew a game like this was going to happen since 2021. Leaks popped around saying it's going to be a Jurassic Park Survival type of game that's very similar to the Alien Isolation games. And so, 2 years later, we finally get confirmation of that leak. I mean, heck, even for Jurassic World Rebirth, because we have nothing for the trailers, other companies that are collaborating on this movie can't just sit around and wait for a trailer. They have their own strategies and their own marketing to do as well. And with that came confirmation of what dinosaur species is going to be appearing in the movie, as well as their official designs. So, it's never straightforward with this franchise, and I'm going to tell you right now, the information that we got here, again, is not straightforward at all. We actually have to go to LinkedIn to get this information, where we go to someone called John Melchior. Now, you've probably never heard this name before. He's not really a big public name in the Jurassic franchise, but behind the scenes, we know about John Melchior a lot. But once we go to his LinkedIn page, we actually learn a little bit more about him. We see that he's worked on Jurassic World Alive, Jurassic World the game, Minion Rush, all of these things that are pretty much owned by NBC Universal. And eventually, when we do get down right to the very bottom, we see that he runs and manages Jurassic World/Park game franchises. And he's listed them: Jurassic World Evolution 2 and DLC, Jurassic World Evolution 3, which for some reason he said has been announced, but also what's very curious is that he does call it Jurassic World Evolution 3. So there is our first official confirmation that Jurassic World Evolution 3 should be the title of the next park building game by Frontier Developments. Initially, we were anticipating it to be Evolution 3 of course, but we didn't want to neglect the fact that maybe they might do a title change for this third video game. But now it seems like it is going to be titled Evolution 3. Furthermore, he also lists Jurassic Park Survival, but then there's a fourth one, TBA, to be announced. We have right there confirmation that another Jurassic World/Park game is yet to be announced for the franchise. So right there confirms that there is something new happening for Jurassic, which just brings my smile even bigger. We have Chaos Theory, Survival, Rebirth, Evolution 3, and now we have a fifth title on the way as well. My mind is blown. Is this really the franchise that we all grew up with, where it basically had nothing for 10 years? I mean, this is great information and it's just really nice to see. But if you're one of these people who would just sit there and think, this is probably just some throwaway mobile game, kind of like Primal Ops, well, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be wrong, but you wouldn't be in the minority of that. Loads of people are saying the same thing. However, he has specifically listed the mobile games separate to the other video games that he has worked on. So I think that that's at least like an 80% confirmation right there that whatever this next game for the Jurassic franchise might be, it's certainly not going to be a mobile game. It's going to be something bigger, more high budget than a mobile game. So that's fantastic information. Now I'm sure you guys are going to click off here off the video because you have your information. But if you want to stick around to suspect what type of video game this might be, we have some very interesting choices for all types of ages. So firstly, let's think about this logically. When we think about the previous games in the franchise that have done very well, we know about Jurassic Park Trespasser, we know about Jurassic Park the video game, we also know about LEGO Jurassic World. All of these were great and big hits, but one of them that was undeniably the biggest hit of them all is obviously LEGO Jurassic World. Now LEGO Jurassic World consists of, I believe, the entire Jurassic Park trilogy plus Jurassic World, but it does not include Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World Rebirth, nor does it include Camp Cretaceous or Chaos Theory. So, many people have been speculating online, myself included, when are we going to get a second Jurassic World LEGO game that will involve these new tie-ins to the movies? And to be honest, very recently we saw LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So if we were to use that as an example, we may very well be getting LEGO Jurassic World The Jurassic Saga. Now, the only complication here is that Jurassic World Dominion is the very last thing that happens in the Jurassic Saga, therefore Jurassic World Rebirth wouldn't really be a part of that segment. So if this new LEGO Jurassic World game was to be called The Jurassic Saga, very similar to Star Wars, then I can only presume that everything up to Jurassic World Dominion will be included, including Camp Cretaceous, Fallen Kingdom, and also Jurassic World Chaos Theory. And to be honest, I think this might actually be the best possibility, a second LEGO Jurassic World. Now after that, I did mention Jurassic Park the game. This game was actually a very big hit with the Jurassic fans. Unfortunately, it released in 2011, I believe, so it was pretty much the only Jurassic Park game that wasn't a mobile game that we had to play that was relatively new. So of course it was going to do well. But it's always a lot of fun having these games where you get to make the decisions for the characters and move them across. Now these Telltale games are fantastic, especially the Walking Dead one. I enjoyed pretty much all of them that I have played. But very recently, there's been horror games that are very similar in the style of Jurassic Park the game, where we get to make our own decisions, such as Until Dawn. And when we make those decisions, it kind of changes the storyline, it allows people to die or you save other people, that kind of thing. And those video games are doing exceptionally well, very, very well. So if they were to replicate a more modern type of Jurassic Park the game, I wouldn't be surprised if they go down this route where they make it more modern graphic wise, instead of following Telltale and their art choices, but this way they focus more on the modern graphics and it looks a lot more like the video game Until Dawn instead. That would be a very great way to kind of remaster Jurassic Park the game in a new style. But if they were to do that, what era do they go down? Jurassic Park or Jurassic World? Well, if we were to remove the Evolution series, which all have the Jurassic World title, we quite literally only have Jurassic Park Survival to go off. So if Jurassic Park Survival will be a big hit, which we are suspecting it will be, I'm highly certain that this next video game that's yet to be announced will be a Jurassic World era game. So it'll kind of contrast with Survival instead. So a Jurassic World story-based decision-making game would also be fantastic to play. But then we have whether or not it will tie into Jurassic World Rebirth. Well, that is a slight possibility, and it could be more like a modern Trespasser game. I won't rule that out whatsoever because it's quite clear that Jurassic World Rebirth takes some inspiration from Jurassic Park Trespasser. After all, that video game is soft canon, so if they were to do something similar with Trespasser, now is probably the best time once we do see something similar to Jurassic World Rebirth. Who knows? But talking of canonicity, it's the first thing that all of us fans always ask. Is this next video game going to be canon? Well, unfortunately, we have no information regarding that, quite obviously. But with Jurassic Park Survival, still to this very day, we're expecting it to release within a year now, and yet we still have no confirmation whether or not Jurassic Park Survival will be canon. There are some hints here and there, but no confirmation. If Jurassic Park Survival will be canon, then I think it is safe to say, depending on the title that we get for the next announcement of the next Jurassic World game, that too will also be canon to the main cinematic universe. But again, that's just very strong speculation on my behalf. So, we have confirmation that the title of the next Frontier video game will be Jurassic World Evolution 3, which has been overlooked, but it is interesting information. Not only that, we also learned that another new game is on the way. Of course, as expected, information about this game is rather bleak right now, so don't expect too much in the ways of any new information anytime soon. I suspect that this game will probably be releasing in 2027 at the earliest. Yeah, 2027. But either way, it's new content. Feel free to share your thoughts on what it might be in the comments below, leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.